Greetings, I'm Werner, your Creativity and Innovation Tour Guide, and this is your worksheet following my promise made during the webinar, The Pen is Mightier, cash in on your creativity. So let's get to it. I've dropped two URLs at the top of the document. The first one is to see this or experience this guidance video again on how to use this document, or to share it with another person. The second URL is for you to experience the webinar again or for the first time, and of course spread the good news, spread the love for creativity and innovation's sake. So ground zero, always grab a journal and your favorite writing instrument. I do recommend for the daily part of this framework, this document, that you do use some for your eyes only paper-based pen and or pencil cursive writing exercise. When you write in cursive writing or even printing in your own handwriting, you are busy with the gateway to visual art. So that is why it's so important. Plus, it opens up your whole brain to see your ideas come to life. It is the very first place where your ideas become concrete, much more concrete than on a computer screen. However, when you start summarizing and get your thoughts together into your future steps, then I think it's a good time to digitize or digitalize your efforts. But for the start, your daily toil, few minutes a day, please take my recommendation seriously and use that pen or pencil and get into your graphic art, those little symbols you're making. Right. So the first one is an identification of problems, needs, and gaps that speak to you. And you can look through the windows of your life. You can look into the mirror. You can think of your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others in your personal and professional spheres, and fellow human beings and animals and nature in public out there. You can think of your health, your wellness, your wealth, your money matters. However you would like to frame your life, include spirituality, whatever is important to you, include that in the framework, and then take 5 to 7 minutes per day. Go into a quiet corner with that journal of yours and do that beautiful creative writing exercise of yours, and list 3 to 5 problems per day for 30 days consecutively. You're going to stack up an enormous amount of problems, needs, and gaps you wish to see addressed, and surprise yourself with how much that initial prompt for creativity, how much of that resides in you. When you start pouring it out, you're going to be very surprised. So I'm looking forward to seeing you take the 30-day journey of 3 to 5 problems a day, taking only 5 to 7 minutes a day with your favorite beverage, steamy or cold. So that's step 1. Step 2, just to provide you with some existing frameworks in the world. You know, and many people say, don't rip off other ideas. Werner says, I'm a musician, so you can riff off others' ideas. So have a browse over the 17 Sustainable Development Goals as compiled by the United Nations. And yes, I know they didn't ask you, they didn't ask me, but they are an organization with a number of members, and they put 17 goals out there. Browse over these goals and see which of them speak to you, and how does that inform the problems, needs, and gaps you identified under number 1. Maybe you want to add some goals. Maybe you want to say, if you took the trouble, United Nations, to ask me, I would have helped you to provide or to create a better framework of SDGs. And the same with the inner development goals, which I've listed the 5 after that. Have a look at the inner development goals. Do they resonate with you? Do they provide a complete framework of a whole human being, with beliefs and thoughts and actions, etc., etc.? Over to you. Take the mic and say, next time consult me, I'll help you develop a better framework. However, use these frameworks, riff off these frameworks. I've given you 17 plus 5, 22 more framework points that you can use to say, That brings me to another problem or a need or a gap I see in my street, I experience in my household, I experience in my country, or galactically speaking, if you are a contemporary of Elon Musk's and you would like to occupy Venus because Mars is already taken. All right. So number 3, look at the formula for sustainability. People plus our planet plus prosperity. The 3 Ps. How does that inform your problems, needs, and gaps? And can you perhaps generate a better formula where you say people plus our planet plus prosperity increasingly and some other P or other letter of your choice? And then 4, and action. Just take it away. Get going, get working with your 30-day project. Take in all of these frameworks and use AI or whatever you want to do, Google, to provide frameworks of humanity. Look at popular problems people have, popular needs people have. Look at lists of small business ideas, lists of small non-profit startup ideas, whatever the case may be, just to inform you with frameworks. And from there, beautiful flowers of possibility will spring. And if you get concretely active enough, you're welcome to contact me at the email listed. Our first conversation is free, whether online or in person. And from my side, Werner, your creativity and innovation tour guide. Please create the dance you wish to see in the world and be the dance you wish to see in the world.